Hello everybody, I hope that you are doing very well and welcome to this cryptocurrency technical analysis where I am going to be talking you through the bullish ascending triangle that we do have on the Bitcoin chart right now, which would be looking to higher prices. And I want to be talking you through, how this could potentially trade out. So I hope that you thoroughly enjoy this technical analysis. Obviously, I've been away for about 2 weeks with no videos. Obviously, for personal reasons, a death in the family has naturally brought me away from trading. I don't want to dwell on it too much in this video, but, I just want to start off by saying thank you for all the messages of support that I've received. I thoroughly appreciate and read through them, so thank you so much for that. But I must say it's nice to be back and back working and trading. So let's begin. Bitcoin. Last update, would have been about 2 weeks ago. I can't quite remember what it was, the last one I'd done on YouTube. But basically, as we all know, that 12k level, the 12k level has been integral. Way back from when I done that bullish Elliott wave count, where the target was 12k. What a target it really was, because as you can see, we bounced off 12k once, swing for the lows. You got another touch on it, you come back down to the value area low, and you got another touch at the daily, and now you're consolidating up here. Between 11,700 and 12,000. So you got this $300 range, which is not a range to be thrown away. No, this is a really nice trading range. So locally, you have a $300 range to be trading. That's what you got here. Locally, one would say it's not a time to be really bullish and it's not a time to be really bearish, but you can just trade day trading perspectives. You just day trade this range that you got here, and that's a $300 range, yeah. And it's really from that weekly. Obviously you got to be front running this higher daily, because the last 2 times it's been front run, but you can see it's coming at around the region of the daily to around the region of the weekly. I always say that these levels, you don't really look at exact dollar, although many times you do see exact dollar touches. You do have to view it more of as a little bit of a region. Okay, so we can see that 12k region to around 11,700 local range that you got there. You can see here that we got marked on the charts, the weekly, the value area low, the monthly, and all the way back down there, the weekly. Seems quite a while off, but obviously what you have the potential of going on here is an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles, yeah, they trade pretty nice on the macro scale on Bitcoin. Obviously this is a rough drawing that I've done here for you, but it's just to emphasize the fact that we're doing the higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows onto this region of 12k, which is obviously your resistance currently. Okay, so you can see very visually what's happening here. Okay, so your demand, one would say that this is a sign of demand increasing. So each drop, you can see, look at the wicks on the drops, really big wicks, and then the highs, not quite so much, is it? So you can see the demand is there. The demand is building up onto a flat resistance level. Textbooks are going to say this is going to break up. One would naturally look for a breakup, and I'm not going to say that that's not wrong here, because we're in a really bullish trend. It's not really the trend to fight. This is the thing. I would never ever say I'm massively bullish or I'm massively bearish. At the end of the day, I'll trade the charts and I'll react. So I am in a long position on Bitcoin at the moment. And this is actually from a CCV setup. And again, this is like an intraday, more or less a quick trade. But you got these little setups throughout the day. And then on the bigger term time frame, you have that ascending triangle, which one would expect to break up. But obviously, this is the way that I love to trade. So the way that I love to trade is ranges. So you can see that you have this bigger range going on here from around 12k to that value area low. You can see how you had that really nice decline to it. You come back up to 12k, you come back down to the value area low, you come back up to 12k. You do have the potential of this getting another rotation back down to the lows, which I think would throw a lot of people off, wouldn't it? I'm in a long at the moment, but would I trade this into a short? Well, absolutely I would if there's a sign of weakness. Okay, but currently I'll show you the position. Currently this is EOS. I'm currently in a long on Bitcoin as well. And this is off as a CCV, so you come back down, and I've hit my take profit 1, and now we're getting a little bit of a retrace in here. But basically, I'm liking the Bitcoin setups, and I don't think this is really a time. Well, this is the way that I like to trade it, yeah. So it comes up to my first target, I take profit. I don't switch that straight away into a short position, because at the moment, as you can see here, we're still actually grinding up against, really that. This was previous day's point of control. No, this was previous day's value area high. You're grinding up against it. So it's obviously you can fall down from here, but until you get that trigger to switch, I don't switch basically. But yeah, I'm sure you've all seen over on Instagram how much I've been literally killing at EOS. In EOS, literally now in about just over 1 day, I've done 60 grand profit on EOS, which has been insane. Like EOS is just, I'm going to say it's an absolute gold mine. It's just absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And currently on this one, 18 grand profit. And this is literally from last night. So EOS, gold mine, Bitcoin, day trading. So you can kind of, I'm doing this so you can get into my head, like how am I trading this? I'm day trading small trades on Bitcoin, and then on the altcoins where I view more opportunity for scalps here, even for swing trades, well, I'm going a bit more aggressive. Okay. So that's I am in other alts as well, but those are the two main ones to talk about really. So yeah, that's kind of my perspective on this chart. To be honest with you, I think that you got a really nice ascending triangle here. Do you have that one more rotation down to the low of the triangle? Absolutely possible. Okay, and if that's the case, I'm going to go into a short position once I get that initial sign of weakness, which has not quite happened yet. You know, I'll happily switch into a short if I get it, but if I don't get that, I'm not going to take the short. I'm going to maintain in my longs. You know, it's fairly simple stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I've really barely touched the charts, and this is I've barely touched the charts. I've been dealing emotionally with pretty heavy stuff, and I'm still walking away over 2 weeks nearly 100 grand profit. I mean, even on my bad days, I'm still performing very well. Let's just put it like that. Love the charts. So yeah, ultimately, this is the nicer range that you have going on here. You have a mini range within the larger range. You have the ascending triangle going on. I think you have a lot of just beautiful trading. It's just really technical. I must say, it's just really technical. So I think that's what I wanted to really cover here. I wanted to mention the smaller range because most people aren't even they you know, let's be honest here. Average Joe doesn't even have any idea why you're bouncing off 11,700 and why you're finding resistance 12k. So for me to even show you this information, it's obviously just so valuable. You know, you just got to take this and just so valuable information. There's so much money to be made even off this smaller $300 range. It's just an absolute gold mine. And you know, as always, I like to show you my positions because I'm not the guy that just does the technical analysis and doesn't put his money where his mouth is. I am here sat in my positions when I'm doing the technical analysis. I'll never give you an analysis of something that I don't believe in or something that I don't have money on the line in. So, you know, that's just me. So, yeah, I think you got that nice $300 range there. And then I think that you have, you know, that ascending, well, I don't think you definitely have that ascending triangle going on. And, you know, I'm a bit more aggressive, I'll be honest, on altcoins at the moment. Because that's where I kind of view bigger potential while we move sideways more or less on Bitcoin. Obviously, when we start to break out of this Bitcoin range, well, that's when the you know, the alts likely drop in price and we get more aggressive on Bitcoin. And the same goes if Bitcoin aggressively moves to the downside, I'll then become more aggressive on Bitcoin. But while it's slow, I'll trade it a bit more slow. Obviously, my next level I'm looking for is at 12k, but might not come. And if that's the case, then we're going to be looking for a drop in price. And by saying the drop in price, I will alert you all to the fact that I am doing now a signal calls. This is obviously over for the Champions group in Chart Champions. I will say this, by the way, that it does require some brain cells and it does require a bit of knowledge on how to trade. If you have no idea how to trade, then I do not recommend you even look for signal calls because you're going to lose money. Let's be honest. I am doing a signal calls where I'm basically, well, I'm giving the setup. I'm telling you exactly what my entry trigger is. And then once the entry trigger is met, I'll obviously say, well, stop loss, take profits. And I've already done a live stream this morning where I have given the entry trigger and I've given the take profit. Okay, so if you want those signal calls, that assistance, then obviously that is what I started today. I mean, there's been so many people excited about this, but yeah, that started today for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so to the end of August, I'm now doing signal calls. So if you want those signal calls, if you want the setups, then you can obviously join the Chart Champions group at Champions level. Or I'd like to put a disclaimer of you do require some trading knowledge. It's not going to be if you've never traded in your life, you don't know, for example, what a swing failure pattern is, then you're going to have to use the educational material, which is obviously alongside the signal calls. So there you go. So yeah, that's only for the next 2 weeks. It's kind of a special promotion, obviously, during the trading competition, which I haven't actually checked the trading competition. If I'm honest, I've not participated in the trading competition yet. So let me just load it up quickly and see what's happening in this trading competition. Okay, so this is currently Looks like we're 10th in the trading competition, which is pretty good. I have not traded in this at all yet, so let's try and get this up now. You can see average percentage of our group is around 86%, which is obviously great profits for a week of trading. You have some people here over doubling their accounts. That's brilliant. But yeah, I'm going to start trading in this from today onwards. I've currently taken 0 trades inside of it. Obviously, I've been away. Yeah, so I will start trading on this today, and yeah, if you want the signal calls for this, then obviously that's across in the chart champions. What else did I want to mention? Obviously, yeah, we're 10th out of what? There's probably like 200-300 teams. That's pretty good, and obviously, I think that is everything that I wanted to mention in today's video. So I've given you the initial range that I'm trading locally. I've then talked you through the bigger pattern that we have going on. I've talked you through the signal calls that are starting. And is there anything else? I guess I just want to, I should make notes, shouldn't I, of things I wanted to remember. I think that's it. I'll end by saying, yeah, apologies again for the absence that I've had, but I know that you all understand why I was away. And I want to thank Mike and I want to thank Victor for their support of helping run Chart Champions while I've been away. Really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you everybody. Hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, as always, I would appreciate a like down below. That would be brilliant if you want to like this video and support the channel. And yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to speak with you all. And yeah. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. Have a brilliant week ahead. Let's crush the charts. And yeah, let's make some money let's make some more money trading. Cheers, everybody. Bye. Bye.